Alrighty, so we're finding up just a bit late, thanks to my phone reading 10 minutes behind. So we are going to be playing some black-white smallpox tonight. So let's get this fired up and ready to go. Black-white pox. Here's some event ticks. Alrighty, the deck. So we're a bit of a token approach on the main board. For mana accelerations, a lot of Pox decks, like Mono Black especially, use Dark Ritual. We have a few Mox Diamonds. Mox Diamonds only kick you ahead a little bit, but they also stick around and they don't just give you that one burst of color. They also give you any color you need, which is great when you're running a multicolored deck that likes to destroy lands. For the mana base, there's 3 Flagstones of Trocare, 1 Caracas, yeah, well, 1 Caracas, 4 Marsh Flats, 3 Mistress Factory, 1 Plains, 3 Scrubland, 3 Swamp, 3 Orborg, 2 Yawgmoth, 4 Wastelands. We still have the Orborgs because we are still heavy on black. We have the basic Plains to make sure we can fetch a non-wastable white source. We have 3 basic Swamps to help us out with Blood Moon and whatnot. Mox Diamonds will also help out there. Mistress Factories are part of our win conditions. Mistress Factories could possibly be turned into like other lands. Maybe a 4th Orborg, maybe another Swamp, maybe even another Plains and a Scrubland. But Mistress Factories still seem ideal to have, so they're in here. They're going to stay in here. For removal, we have 3 Swords Plowshares, 2 Fatal Push. I was on just Swords Plowshares for a while, but I had the Fatal Push just because obviously you want to be able to remove any creature possible, but you also want to be able to remove some creatures without your opponent gaining life, since you don't have the best clocks ever. I used to be on 4th position in Kozilek. I'm now on 4 Thoughtseize. Seems better than ever to be able to hit cards like Jace the Mind Sculptor, things of that nature. And then for our win conditions, we have 3 Bitter Blossom. We have Tilion Last Hope. The ultimate can be a win condition, and 2 Solemn Visitor. For discard, we have Hymn to Torok. Smallpox can count as discard as well as removal. 2 Mizawa's Jit. This card is obviously great with flying tokens. It's easier to get damage through when your creatures fly. It's even easier to get damage through when you're pretty packed heavy on removal, so you can remove most of your opponent's threats. Jit also gives us creature removal. It gives us some life gain to offset the Bear Blossoms, and it gives us the ability to increase our clock by giving +2/+2. 3 Lily on the Veil, still a great way to answer creatures, still a great way to empty the hand to make sure our opponent can't just sit on threats. Hey wifey, how you doing? 2 Lily Last Hope can help it for creature removal, and she also results in a really solid win condition when you get her emblem. 3 Vindicate is an answer all type of card. Can kill lands if we need to, like Tabernacle, the Pendulum Veil. Can kill stuff like Jace, which is all very important. 1 Crucible Roll is just for the value. And then we already discussed 2 Solemn Visitor. This can pair with our tokens to push through a lot of damage plus gain life back, which is great. He can also make tokens, and then his emblem gives the ability to keep our opponent's board clear of threats. Sideboard is a Light and Tutor package. We have 2 Pithing Needle. It's great for shutting down Wasteland and Planeswalkers. Wasteland's not really a huge deal, but great for shutting down Planeswalkers, keeping Turbo Depths a little bit slower and a little more honest. 1 Circle Protection Red. Burn decks are kind of a pain in the ass. And Light and Tutor and Circle Protection Red give us the ability to possibly answer or shut down burn, which is very important to me because I hate that deck. Chains Mephistopheles, great way to nerf your opponent's card draw. You can then cast it turn 1, potentially off Mox Diamond land. Gives you the ability to make sure your opponent can't just draw into all the answers they need. It also means most of their cantrips off the top are pretty dead, like Brainstorm's a horrible card with Chains Mephistopheles. Ponder's not terrible, it's not great, stuff like that. Oblivion Ring gives us something to put it off for show and tell. Can also just be another answer to Planeswalkers if we're against like a Planeswalker heavy deck. 2 Engineered Plagues for tribal, like goblins, elves, stuff like that. Also decent against Death and Taxes, since most of the creatures are human. 4 Leyline of the Void and 2 Helm of Obedience is an alternate win condition post-board. Leyline of the Void gives us some graveyard hate, which, with all the dredge recurring and all the dredge coming back, all all random decks coming out. Like there's been like Oops All Spells, there's been like Bomberman I've been seeing and stuff. So 4 Leyline of the Void for Graveyard Hate, 2 Helm Obedience. I can pair with that to make a faster win condition. Leyline Helm combo is Leyline, make sure cards go to your opponent's exile instead of graveyard. And then Helm Obedience will mill for X, which mills until they hit X cards or a creature card in the graveyard, because nothing ever goes to graveyard. It ends up just milling your opponent's library. So it's an alternate win condition as well as graveyard hate. So we're going to try that out. We're going to get right into this league match and see how this goes. Hopefully it goes okay. Okay, still waiting. Still waiting. So for anyone familiar with Pox, you might notice a lack of sinkholes. I think in this resurgence of Daze heavy meta, you probably don't want sinkholes. Daze itself can counter a sinkhole just for the fact that it means the land's no longer in play, so it just counters the ability, even if you can pay for it. So I'm not huge on sinkhole right now. This hand's actually perfectly fine. We're going to keep. We got some early interaction between Thoughtseize and Fatal Push. We've got all the lands we need. We've also got Smallpox and Vindicate to answer some bigger things, so we're pretty good. We're looking pretty good right here. The Devil Flagstone's going to be a little awkward, but we should be okay. We see discard. It's probably going to be Storm. Could be Test. Could be Ad Nauseam Tendrils. It's probably going to be Test. And it's probably going to be Ad Nauseam Tendrils. Maybe my guess, but the Bloodstained Mire might need Test. It might not matter. It might not matter about the fetch land. That's clearly some type of Storm variant, most likely. Could randomly be Blue-Black Control. Or Grixis Control. They take our Thoughtseize, it's more likely Storm deck. They take like one of our removal spells or a Smallpox or a Vindicate. It's more likely a control deck. I'm assuming we're going to lose our Thoughtseize though. So Flagstones are in this deck because of Smallpox. They took Smallpox. Okay, so that's interesting. Flagstones are in this deck because of Smallpox. Pair with Orborg, you can tap an Orborg and Flagstones for double black. Cast a Smallpox. When you sacrifice your land, you can sacrifice the Flagstones in order to get a land out of it, so you actually end up setting yourself way ahead of your opponent. So they took Smallpox. I'm thinking, yeah, this is not. So I think I don't care about the Baleful Strix. I think I just want to take the Brainstorm. They do have the shuffle effects. I don't really want them to be able to brainstorm and shuffle things away. I'm okay with them having Ponder. Bloodstained Mire that we knew about. Likely we'll see a Baleful Strix here. That's probably why they took the Smallpox. It's possible the mana base should have like a Fetid Heath or two. Fetid Heath's the filter land. So this is a little awkward. This is one of the awkward moments for this deck. All the like Flagstones and stuff make it tough sometimes when you want to cast your double black spells. But we have a Hymn to Torque, we hit him with next turn. Just gonna hope they don't him us instead. So we know they have Ponder and Jace. We don't know about the other two cards. They've had a draw step and cast a Baleful Strix since we looked at their hand. The moment they don't mana for Jace, that's good. Okay, Ponder. So they're probably digging for lands. I'm actually tempted to float mana off Flagstones, play a Flagstones Vindicate. Most likely, I think the Volk is probably correct. Could be the Underground Sea. They're likely on him, so it could be Underground Sea to keep him off the second black source. And then once our Flagstone goes away, we can go get another Scrubland, which will give us double black, so we can him our opponent. Get rid of a couple cards in their hand. I hope everyone's doing well tonight. Well, they found their second black source potentially, so we're likely getting him here. My best guess, especially since they fetched the Badlands. Another Strix. Okay, that's not bad. That's fine. They have 3 cards in hand. We're definitely going to want to hit them with a Hymn to Torok. We know one is Jace. Well, they have 4 cards in hand now because they drew. We can't hit them with Hymn to Torok yet, though, I just remembered. So we're going to go ahead and float some mana on this. We will keep this one. Okay. We'll say yes. We'll get a Scrubland so we can get double black next turn. Liliana is actually kind of tempting to cast, but I'm going to go ahead and get rid of this Underground Sea here. This keeps them off double black. It also keeps them restricted to 1 blue. Next turn we can hymn them, or we can play Liliana. Take up and kill Baleful Strix. If they play a land here, I'm likely going to... Oh, fuck, they have Nazis now. They're probably going to take Hymn to Torok, I would assume. But they might take Liliana because if they're restricted on mana, they might have trouble answering it. I guess they could take Vindicate to keep us off destroying another land. It's likely going to be Hymn to Torok, would be my best guess. Well, taking Thoughtseize was interesting earlier. Yeah, I took Liliana. So Liliana is a tough card to answer, so... they have like Force, Spell Pierce, anything like that, Spell Snare in the main board. They could just be holding up Counter Magic. Definitely going to hymn them here. See if we can hit that Jace now. Now we got Fatal Push and Bolt, so they still have Jace in hand we know about. We can Vindicate their other blue source next turn. And then we can Smallpox actually too. After we Vindicate, turn after, of course. Another blue source, okay. Okay. So this is double black, this is a hymn, we're going to lose both these cards. Liliana last up, so they have their own Liliana last up, that's good. I think I have to just kill this Liliana. I guess I have to Vindicate this Liliana. I don't know that I want to let them get value off it. Although, with Wasteland in our draw, that's actually really tempting to just kind of get them off blue entirely. So I'm actually going to go ahead and waste their Valk. I'm going to just Vindicate there. I'm going to probably Vindicate Liliana, though. I don't really want them to have that. Oh, I don't know. Yeah, I'm just going to Vindicate the land. We'll keep them pretty much off mana. What's up, Goblin Master? How you doing? I'm going to hope to draw like Mishra's Factory, or we have one more Vindicate in the deck to answer this Liliana. Okay, another Baleful Strix. So we're going to cast a Smallpox. We'll hit this Jace, kill a Baleful Strix, get rid of one of their lands. We'll be able to get another land with our Flagstones. So that's not a big deal for us. Wasteland's good. Okay. So we're going to Wasteland them first. And then we'll cast the Smallpox. I guess we're not getting rid of Jace. I forgot they were drawing a card off the Baleful Strix, so that's unfortunate. But we're going to put them to a point where they have no lands in play. So we do want to draw a answer to this Liliana, though. Our own Liliana Last Hope. If we get another one, would be great to answer these Baleful Strix. We're definitely going to want Vindicate, Bitter Blossom, something to hopefully... I guess Bitter Blossom would be bad against Liliana. Even a Soaring Lord of Innistrad, I guess, would be okay to be able to answer this Liliana. Alright, so we know they got rid of their Jace. We don't know the 2 cards in their hand. Ticking up their Liliana. So what do our graveyard look like? Yeah, Fatal Push. That's fine to get rid of this stupid thing. Get rid of that Baleful Strix. Now they're stuck on just Liliana. So now Mishra's Factory will be great. No blockers at the moment. Vindicate obviously is still great, unless they've drawn Force Blue card by now, which is possible. It's likely they've drawn Force Blue card by now that we haven't seen one yet out of them. Mark Simon's not the draw we want. Gotta answer this Liliana. I might have been greedy by vindicating away other lands. We're not going to be able to beat that emblem. So I have to answer this Liliana before that happens. They're digging. I don't know what they're digging for. Come on. Thank you for the 5 stones of Trocaire. Ooh. Alright. I got mana. Can we draw a Sorin maybe? Sorin wouldn't be bad. Vindicate would be great. Them not having Force Blue card would be amazing as well. And they've already recovered their lands at this point, so Going after lands is clearly incorrect. It's another, again, one of the reasons I kind of lost Sinkhole. Your blue opponents can generally dig out of it before you can close out a game on Fox. And we're just drawing lands now, so we are pretty boned. So we're basically exactly Vindicate to get out of this. So I don't think, yeah, I don't have anything else to answer this right after that. And this ultimate's after this turn, so that sucks. Yep. You got it. Let's just fetch, thin out the deck a little bit. Doesn't increase the odds by a ton, but it does increase the odds regardless, so we're going to do it. Alright. Vindicate, Soren, you're a little bit too late. Let's see if we can even resolve. I was going to fucking concede. I was going to concede, it doesn't matter. If they have counter magic in their hand, I don't want them to know we have Soren. Alright, so I want Paling Needle because they're on Planeswalkers and whatnot. I kind of want Leyline Helm because they likely have like K command. We saw they have Liliana to use their graveyard as well. So I kind of want Leyline Helm, but I don't know if it's going to be good enough. Crucible seems fine here. Vindicates are good for their Planeswalkers as well. Layla Veil's like okay, but I'm not huge on her in this matchup. Smallpoxes might be a little bit much, but I think they're good. I think they're good personally. Fatal Push seems a little underwhelming. I think I'm fine doing that, something along those lines. Well, let's get these Fatal Pushes out for those 2 Pithing Needles. So if I can cut 2 more cards, we can bring in these 6, right? I can cut 3 more cards. I guess they have Liliana Lasso, Bitter Blossom's probably pretty miserable. So maybe we'll cut Bitter Blossom. How does that look? I'm fine with this. This looks good to me. Let's get rid of that. That's too many cards. Oh yeah, we gotta do this. There we go. You gotta sideboard in cards if you're gonna sideboard out cards. That's right. That's the thing that happens. So I'm gonna try this configuration. Again, Leyline Helm gives us the potential. We get Graveyard Hate from Leyline, and Helm just is just an extra win condition basically at this point. So chance they might be running Surgical's post board. They obviously know we're Pox, so we are a graveyard based deck. So chance we end up running into a bunch of Surgicals in this second game. Like, is there anything else I would want? No. I think Oblivion Ring's not really necessary. Crucible should be fine for sure. Yeah, I'm happy with this. Smallpox I'm a little skeptical on, but we're not running that card to sideboard it out, that's for sure. Let me think. Do I like to play first? Yes, I would love to play first, thank you. Turn 1 Thoughtseize into awkward possible turn 2 with nothing to do. I'm going to try it, but I'm not excited for it. But at least getting a turn 1 Thoughtseize, get a peek at my opponent's hand, maybe take something relevant. Seems nice. So we have a lot of black sources in the deck. I'd like to draw Mox Diamond, that would be ideal. So yeah, they have Thoughtseize Surgical. It's really obnoxious. So I think here I have to take the Surgical probably, right? They Thoughtseize my Liliana's out, I just lose them all. That's obnoxious. I really don't want to do that. Could just take Jace. Oh, I'm going to take the Thoughtseize, hope to about draw Black Source so I can him them. I think that's going to be the best course of action here. Taking Brainstorm is probably a defendable other option. So they played the Scalding Tarn. We did not draw our Black Source, which is unfortunate. I will play as Flagstones of Trocaire. In a pinch, we can Wasteland it if we have to. It's obviously not something I would ideally like to do, but it is an option. Okay, their turn, they're fetching. Blue, Badlands, probably Belfastrix here. Yep, Baleful Strix. Okay. So we know they have at least Brainstorm, Jace, Surgical. 3 cards in their hand we do not know about. I'm going to try and jam not Liliana because we didn't draw another black source again. He really needs the second black source. It's pretty miserable. I'm going to try to be a dick. No, I'm not gonna do that again. I was thinking about vindicating them, but keeping them off lands just Right now, I'm gonna keep them off lands. Why not? We're gonna go to this island right now. See if they respond. Okay. I was kind of hoping for like a force or something. They might surgical this vindicate. Here's the bulk. Ponder. Okay. So brainstorm, Jace, surgical. 2 cards we don't know about. They'll have 3 we don't know about once they drop that. So we're back in square one. We really need to draw a black source here. If I draw a black source, that'd be great. That's not a black source either. That's really obnoxious. Alright, well, I'm sick of this Baleful Strix, so we're going to get rid of that. Probably going to end up using this Wasteland on my flagstones during their turn. If I don't draw... Man, I really would like to draw a black source. I have 5 mana sources in the deck that are black. I guess if you include Wastelands and Mistress Factories, it's more than that, but... What you doing, buddy? What you doing? Brainstorm. There's a brainstorm we know about. It's definitely possible Chains of Mephistopheles should come in this matchup just to shut down their discard. I mean, just to shut down like their brainstorms and stuff. We're about to get himmed, I think. Yeah, we got himmed. Okay, so they drew a black source. We didn't. Cool. All right. Nah, he was probably gonna need a surgical, right? You have surgical in here, don't you? No. Okay. So drew another flagstones. That's absolutely brilliant. So we get our second black source without having to wasteland ourselves. That's cool. This is absurd. But cool. I really don't want them to have Jace. We're gonna wasteland this volcanic island. This will also keep them off blue for the time being. It's really unfortunate we lost the Hymn to Turok and Liliana that we should have been able to cast turns 2 and 3, but it does happen. Baleful Strix again. Okay. We have to cast Smallpox to answer that card. I wish I could do both of these. That'd be great. We have to Thoughtseize first. I want to just Smallpox, but I think we have to Thoughtseize first. Hopefully take something relevant. They might cast Surgical in response and they still have it. They also could have gotten rid of Surgical off the Brainstorm. No, they still have Surgical. They have double Force of Will, Jace Ponder. Wow. That's something. I'm going to take the Jace. So yeah, that's a thing. Ponder, Force, Surgical. There's the Ponder we know about. So now they have Force blue card. They have Force for the blue card, Surgical. If they don't draw more forces, we can cast the Smallpox here. If they use the Force of Will, pitching Force of Will, we know that they're out of forces for the time being. It's actually really obnoxious. Okay, so I drew land. They're going to Thoughtseize, taking the Smallpox. That's unfortunate. It should not be this much of a struggle to get black sources. So bad. Well, we're going to Thoughtseize them again. Take something relevant, hopefully. I'm going to get rid of the Surgical now. Kind of sick of looking at the Surgical in their hand. They have double force, which can be a problem, depending on what we draw. Brainstorm. Okay. So I haven't seen any Snapcasters out of this opponent, which is interesting, because it looks like Grixis control. Without Snapcasters, it's just odd. Kind of wish I had... What do you got? What do you got? What do you got? Kind of wish I had Leyline in play so we can shut down any of that crap. Garmagnon, there's another reason why I wanted the Leylines. I'm surprised we haven't seen Snapcasters yet. This deck definitely runs them, as far as I'm aware. So we know our opponent has double force. Nope, they have 1 force in hand at the moment, so that's kind of cool. Alright, we're going to Smallpox. We're going to finally get this last card of their hand. And probably this Baleful Strix. We'll get rid of our... Wait, what? Oh, okay, that was their discard. I was going to say, I was like, wait, what? How do they force? No, that was a discard. We're good. So they have no cards in hand. It's likely they have Force Will on top. Okay. So I would love to draw a Swords, Liliana Veil. A bunch of cards I would love to draw here. I guess we won't be drawing Liliana Veil because we sideboarded her out. else we got? Bitter Blossom's not good enough. Soren, that can make a token. That's not really great. Ugh, man. Got 2 more Source Plowshares in our deck. All the Vindicates, and we draw a Swamp. Sweet. Just like last game, we drew all the lands late when we didn't need them. So we lost. It happens. When you're not running Brainstorm, Ponder, things of that nature, you generally struggle a bit sometimes with variance. We're going to try this next match. We are on the play. That's cool. I'm not willing to risk this again, so we're going to go ahead and mulligan. This is fine. Keep. Wasteland, sure. My opponent's on greedy mana base. We're going to keep him off mana for days. Let's see. What's up, Aaron? How you doing? Not a whole lot over here. I'm getting spanked. Don't concede the final game if it comes to that. Okay. Sounds good. Oh, I think they're trying to tell me they're 1-3. They can't prize, so they would give me a chance to get. That's kind of cool. I can Smallpox here. I don't particularly like the idea of doing that. I'm fine with just wastelanding them here. Yeah, they're 1-3, so we're still live to catch a league. They're not. First, I was kind of trying to figure out what they're trying to say, but now it makes sense to me. They missed the land drop, so we're going to play the Flagstones. We're going to hopefully set up for a Smallpox turn, cracking our Flagstones. I mean, quite frankly, if I was them, I would just Dream Crush me and make it more likely that I can't actually cash the league. Oh no, they scooped. They discarded Badlands. Oh, I think that was a misclick. Alright, I'm thinking Black-Red Reanimator is a possibility, so I'm going to go with the Leyline Helm combo. So, like, Chains isn't great if they are just drawing cards flat out. It's really better against stuff like Brainstorm. I'm going to guess that Fatal Pushes aren't going to be good. Liliana Last Hope, I'm going to guess, is not going to be good. And him, I'm still okay with, but that's definitely a skeptical one. Crucible, clearly bad here. Bitter Blossoms can give me. If this is Black Red Reanimator, Bitter Blossoms give me random flying blockers, which is great. Kind of want to sideboard out white sources that don't tap for black after that first round. Obviously, I'm not going to do that, though. It's been a long time since I played this deck, so sideboarding is actually kind of tough, so I hope you all can bear with me. You know, I'm just going to go with 61 cards. Screw it, why not? Helm of Obedience. Yeah, there you go, Aaron. That's a good one. I really do think they're Reanimator, so I'm, like, this hand's probably fine, but I really want to mulligan to a Leyline. And this hand's close. Ugh, God. Chains can make Faithless Looting really bad. Vindicate seems great. Caracas. So we saw Badlands, Inquisition. They discarded Badlands later. And now we see Caracas Needle. What the hell is my opponent doing? Chains of Mephistopheles is great against stuff like Faithless Looting, but it turns like a Gristlebrand into like Faithless Looting on crack. So I'm really not huge on that. I'm going to cast this Mox Diamond. I'm going to pitch the Flagstones. I really want to make sure I have the black mana that I want. I'm going to go ahead and do this. They shut down Wasteland, so that's something good to note. What the fuck is going on here? So they're black, red, white with moats. Moat doesn't really matter to us. All of our creatures fly. So I think I'm just going to take the Lightning Bolt. I don't think I care about anything else there, really. They're probably confused why I didn't take the stupid. Oh no, they're gonna take my Vindicate probably. Probably confused why I didn't take Moat. It's mostly because all my, discard. All my cards fly. Some visitor makes a 2/2 black vampire creature totem with flying. Bitter Blossom makes. Actually, I think I kept Bitter Blossom, right? Yeah. Bitter Blossom makes 1/1 flying fairy. So there's that. Like to draw land here. Nope, that's not a land. That sucks. So now they have Moat and one other card. We don't know what the other card is currently. I need to draw land badly. And another Vindicate. Awesome. Perfect. Like the first two games. So like the first two games, we're not finding lands early when we need them. We'll probably find them when we don't need them. Hopefully, we draw them earlier this game. We'll see what happens. My guess is they're going to just jam moat here so they don't just lose it. Yeah, that's fine. You have a moat. That's cool. Okay, Mistress Factory. I'm still tempted not to fetch, because I do want to increase my chances of drawing lands. However, I'm also tempted to start vindicating lands, because they obviously don't have any card draw. I don't think I can just vindicate lands, though. I think I actually have to play this safe. Definitely going to get a basic swamp. Since we have Mistress Factory, I'm actually inclined to vindicate the moat. We did board out Crucible, right? Because we assume this is Black Red Random. Yes, we did. So Wasteland's not going to be as good here anyway. So I'm just going to get rid of the moat. Gives us Mistress Factory open. If we don't draw more land after this, we'll have Mistress Factory that can start beating down. Can keep Planeswalkers in check if they have Planeswalkers. Hey, they're running Bear Blossom too. That's kind of cool. Leyline of the Void. Okay. So this is actually a really bad draw now. I'm fine with killing a Bear Blossom. I would like to draw more land. Curious what my opponent's win condition is. See if I get my own Bear Blossom. So if we can resolve this Sorin next turn, our tokens can start being real clocks. We can also start animate our Mistress Factory and get in for a lot more damage. Okay. So we're going to save this Vindicate for if they play a Planeswalker, or if I guess if we draw Wastelands, we might hit the Pithing Needle. It's probably just going to be for Planeswalker we're looking for. Okay, that doesn't really do anything for Bear Blossoms, that's fine. I really should yield that trigger. Scrubland, yay. Let's get the Sorin in play. Okay. Sorin. Let's do some stuff. So I'm going to minus Sorin here. I'm going to get the extra pressure in play now. So they have we have a bunch of flying. Okay, they swords one of them. That's fine. They swords the bigger one, which makes sense. I'm sure my opponent thinks I'm rude because I get a Bear Blossom, they don't. Vindicate says so. Okay, another Mistress Factory. That's actually making it tempting to Vindicate. Yeah, we're going to tick up because I don't want to just lose my Sorin. So 1, 2, 3. Yeah, I'm going to Vindicate that moat. I want to get some extra damage through. We're going to go ahead and do that. So I'm going to say Vindicate for a Planeswalker, but I think getting the extra damage is better than that. Okay. Okay. Attack some creatures. Did I not? Alright. I'm not exactly sure what my opponent's endgame there was. They drew only lands, moats. In game 1, we saw Inquisition, Bolt moat, or something like that. Or was that game 2? No, game 1 we didn't see that. Game 1 we saw them play an Inquisition, and then I killed their land, and then they discarded the hand size, accidentally discarding a Badlands. I'm assuming they accidentally passed through turn, or passed until response. I didn't do anything because I passed until response. They went to their end step rather than playing a land, and then they ended up having to discard and their cleanup. So that's kind of frustrating. I've been there, done that, so I feel for them. Not really. I mean, Humility Moat means your opponent can never kill you with creatures if they can't actually answer the enchantments. I guess you could use Elspeth Sun's Champion. If you ultimate Elspeth Sun's Champion, it gives your creatures like +2/+2 flying and vigilance or some crap like that. That would get around Humility Moat. Opponent's playing Classic Italia. Okay, I'm not really that familiar with that, so I'll have to check into that. That's cool. Seems fine. Alright, our next matchup. Let's do this. We hope for better draws than we had our first two matches. God, these flagstones are so frustrating. Okay, yeah, we're gonna mulligan this as well. This is even fucking worse. This is yeah, lands, keep them. Box diamond. Are we in the draw of the play? We're on the, oh yeah, we're gonna bomb that. It could have been 2 mana on the draw, but that's not really. No, no. Okay. Yeah, checks out. Savannah, Green Sun for Dried Arbor. So probably Maverick. Fucking, of course, we drew a Flagstones like Trocare. Why not? Oh man, these Flagstones are. The Shuffler and the Flagstones are hating me tonight for sure. Oh, so awkward. Can't believe we're drawing so many Flagstones. Ridiculous. Stoneforge, yep. Yeah. Interesting. Naya? Naya Maverick, basically? I don't really know what's going on. Sure. You got it, buddy. Land. Perfect. Absolutely perfect. I'm so happy to draw that land. Oh, jeez. At least we have our black sources. That's good. So punishing Naya is what we're against, basically. I'd love to find an answer for that Stoneforge Mystic card. Yep. Let me guess. You're going to equip it to your Stoneforge and attack? Maybe? Maybe is what you do here. Makes sense. Okay. Wasteland. Okay, good. Well, we have land, so we will be able to cast all of our spells. I'm going to get rid of this, I guess, our white source, because I don't want them to just randomly gem on either Reliquary, Elspeth, like anything like that. Hopefully that'll keep them off that. Growth can be annoying, but we're not really particularly concerned with that. Mostly at this point, I just want to keep them off neither Reliquary. Noble Hierarch makes that a problem. What do we do for a Parish right now? Okay, you know, Stoneforge is bigger. We're just going to 6 through this. Liliana Last Hope doesn't do enough here. Okay, so Liliana Last Hope's just going to eat shit, but she can at least take one of these creatures with her. So we're going to take this with her. This gives them white mana. It also buffs their Stoneforge, so... Oh, I guess, no, they can't. Jet only, yeah. Jet only pumps the equipped creature. So yeah, my guess is Stoneforge is going to come in for at least 4. They got another white source anyways. Opponent's draws have been good for just jamming creatures and punching in the face. I gotta draw some really good cards here. Fatal Push wouldn't be bad. Vindicate would be okay. Detonation, which I'm not running, would be awesome. Yeah, okay. Killed her. What's the thing? Oh, look, my own jet. I think I'm dead, right? That's 8, 9, 10, 17. Yeah, I'm super dead. I'm just going to go ahead and concede right there. We drew nothing, basically. Alright. So that was unfortunate. Leylines are going to come in. Shut down the Knights. I'm just going to bring in the Helms for a better win condition. Bitter Blossoms are probably okay here. Crucible I'm fine with. Smallpox I feel like I don't want at all in this matchup, though. I think I go with the Smallpox, honestly. And then, what else do we want? I don't think we want anything else sideboard. Like Oblivion Ring could be worthwhile, like help Vindicate answer their equipments and their larger creatures. I don't think that's going to be necessary, though. Liliana Last Hope's great for killing their dorks. One of the Veil's pretty good. Might even just be the Jits that come out. I guess Jit helps clean up their board, too. Ugh. I like so many cards in the deck against them, but clearly it didn't work. So we just basically got to draw actual cards. Is that all I have to do? I'm going to get rid of the Helms. I'm just going to stick with Leyline and have these win conditions and whatnot. I could get rid of the Jit, but I think it's too worthwhile to clean up some of their shitty little creatures. It also helps keep... This is just like a joke. This has got to be just like a joke. Engineered Plague would name nothing. I mean, Engineered Plague Core just names Stoneforge, so that doesn't really matter. God, this has all the mana I want, but I'm gonna mulligan. Yeah, this is better. Not great, but it's better. Double flagstones again. I only run it. Believe it or not, I only run 3 of these in my deck. I don't want the swamp, but I'm gonna probably have to keep it because I need the blacks. I got double flagstones. I'm gonna probably play flagstones, hope swords, and then play another one. Get rid of the first. I'll get us a second black source. It's not pretty, but it works. Ugh, this is so ugly. I do not need more land, is basically what I'm getting at, so the swamp has to not be there. Bird's Paradise. Oh, we're gonna bolt the bird. Oh no! I accidentally passed. Damn it. Damn you. Alright, well we're just gonna basically do this for this turn anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Okay, yes. Get a scrubby. Hope they don't just fall off of the wasteland. They'll likely just fall off of the wasteland. Yeah, there's a wasteland. Cool. Waste the flagstones. I dare you. No, you're not that stupid. Good. Orborg, that's pretty sweet. I don't just want to lose the Orborg for nothing, so I'm going to play Wasteland. I'm going to play this Jit. Yeah, let's go. Come on. Alright. We're going to hopefully work our way up to Leyline Void. They've already got a couple lands in their graveyard, which makes this less efficient. Stoneforge Mystic's pretty good. Assuming we'll see a Batterskull Skull here. Need to drop Indicate. Or Fatal Push. Or Source Plowshares. Yeah, Fatal Push works. Okay, that's cool. Yeah, so we're going to go ahead and just Fatal Push this. I would like to Wasteland them after I get Leyline in play. I'm not sure that that's correct or not. So at this point, they've got 4 land. Yeah, they got 4 lands in their graveyard. Or 3 lands in their graveyard. And if I Wasteland them, it'll be 4. Yeah, this isn't going to matter. So Leyline is very poorly timed. Green Sun X equals 2. This could be a Pride Mage, could be a Teague. I'm assuming it's going to be a Pride Mage. Voice of Resurgence. Okay. Interesting. Yeah. Lily on the Veil seems, or Lily on the Last Hope seems pretty good against that. Or 2/2 can be a 0/1. Sounds good to me. I am just going to go ahead and wasteland them now. Ugh. This late line's so late. My opponent's very good at drawing lands. They must be running like 28 lands. They're probably on like 23, maybe 22. They're just very good at finding them. Okay, so Voice of Resurgence should have attacked us on a message, but it didn't. I'm just going to keep this Voice of Resurgence nice and weak. I can't play Sorin right now, so that sucks, but what can you do? Another Source Plowshares. That's unfortunate. So they can just attack. Okay. They want to cheat in their Jit, I guess. That makes sense. So another Source Plowshares, a Fatal Push would be nice. Fatal Push isn't bad. That's cool. So here, I'm going to kill this Noble Hierarch. If they go to suit up their Jit on something, I will Fatal Push it. Just keep them off for another turn. Okay. You may do that. Batterskull. Okay, that's not good. That's not great. Fatal Push can hit that, though, so that's fine. Jesus. Yep. Go ahead and equip to your germ. See if I care. They didn't fall for it. Oh, I also can't Fatal Push on their turn. Otherwise, I give them this. One of these stupid tokens, right? Ah, damn it. Foiled by my own greediness. Ugh, I really don't want to give them that token. I don't have sweepers, really. This sucks. This is bad. Alright, so I misjudged this situation very badly. Should have just Fatal Pushed the germ token. God, I need sweepers. I need to not draw like garbage too. Lost Diamond, perfect. That's not drawing like garbage at all. Yeah, we're gonna go ahead and kill this germ. Not do a whole lot else. Opponent's still drawing lands. It's good for them. You can bounce the Batterskull and cheat it right back into play. Must feel good. Or they can just equip the Batterskull. That's right. That's the thing they can do. Yeah. Come on, really? Oh, deck blow me. So MTGO decided they get lands, I don't. How big can they make this thing? Well, that's 11, so we're dead. So that's cool. Alright, round 3. Well, round 4. Let's see if we get pummeled again. So my clock is now 13 minutes behind. I'm not sure what that's about. I started the stream late because my clock was behind, and it's now even further behind. Huh. Very odd. See, we can't figure that out. Alright, come on, opponent. Bring it on. I got this. It's cool. There we go. Oh, 4th match is up. Let's do this. I lost the die roll again. That's cool. I want extra cards anyway. Yeah, I can keep this. Can fetch a planes, have double backup with that. That seems fine. What is this garbage? Forest, elf, double hierarch. Okay. So, not sure what we're up against. Very sketched out currently. Let me go ahead and get a basic planes and swords that. Okay. Do that, see if they have interaction. Can't picture they force it, if they have it, but yeah. Next turn we're going to try and hymn them. Pride Mage, okay. It's a good card. So I like that up against Maverick again. Maverick twice in a row is pretty interesting. Reward. Ooh, that's going to be yummy. Next time we get Smallpox like this. We hit double Source Plowshares. Not terrible, but not really relevant against us. If there are any cards in the hand that we could hit, those were probably the worst ones. If they don't play another creature here, I'm definitely going to play Flagstones and Smallpox. Okay, they were stuck on their draw step. Not sure what that's about. Wasteland's going to hit my Overborg, and that's not good for us. Maybe they wait. They might just wait. Okay, you have Exalted. Big creature. 23. Come on, wait. Don't wasteland me. Another wild card would also be unfortunate. Yeah, another wild card is very unfortunate for us. So, in defense, I think we're going to have to wasteland their wasteland. Not pretty. Yeah, so... I think I have the Smallpox here. I don't know if I can do it with Flagstones is the only problem. Let's do this. Smallpox, see what they do with the card in their hand. I'm going to pitch Wasteland, right? Yeah, I'm going to pitch Wasteland, that's fine. They pitch Grid Ranger. They sacrifice the Pride Mage, the Wasteland. Pretty much all set to resolve Crucible. Pitch Wasteland? Bye, Wasteland. So we just need to answer this night. We get our Crucible online. Yeah, so there's that. Play this Flagstone, so if they go tutor up a Wasteland, we're not dead in the water. Next turn, I'll likely Vindicate the Knight, and then I'll probably follow up the Crucible. Hopefully they'll Wasteland them to death. So we're going to do that. This means we can actually Crucible and Wasteland them, which seems nice. So I'm going to actually do that. Crucible. It's like we can take one more hit from the Knight. I'm not too worried about that. Well, I guess that does make the Knight bigger, though. That's fine. I'll be able to Vindicate the Knight next turn, so we're in pretty good shape, I think. Okay, Birds of Paradise. Yep. Well, then our last hope would be an amazing top deck once this Knight of the Reliquary is dead. We're going to hope for that. Well, the Veil's not terrible, but not quite what we need. Black, white, doesn't matter. Vindicate that. Oh, I didn't play land, that sucks. Oh well. I think it matters. Another wasteland, that's cool. I can wasteland my flagstones, I don't mind. Alright, let's draw something wrong. Okay. So we can swords one of these birds. Can Liliana the other bird away. We can keep them. Whatever. Float double black, doesn't matter. Sure. You can do that all you want. Get rid of this other bird like this. We should be pretty much. Yeah, there we go. They scoop. Man, looks like it's time for like Parish to come back in sideboards. Is what I'm looking at so far tonight. Parish is a great card against these decks. I don't think I want Needles. I don't think protecting against opposing Wastelands is worth it. The equipment's a little annoying, but we do still have Vindicates and stuff. I won't bring in. I'm gonna go through the full Leyline Helm combo. We're gonna get rid of the Jets. Conformer cards. Well, last hopes I think are going to be good. Liliana Veil's fine. I think because they have so many mana creatures, like Smallpox is tempting to keep in, but I think Smallpox just has to go. As much as I hate to say that, being a Pox deck, I think Smallpox just goes here. I'm going to have to practice with this deck a lot. It's been way too long. Since I lost top, I just kind of went off Pox because you need card selection in this goddamn deck. And Sensei's Divine Top is the best one to do. I don't know if you follow me on Twitter, but I did tweet that it's just sad that non-blue decks have been paying for the sins of blue decks forever. Hashtag RIP Deathrite Shaman, hashtag RIP Sensei's Divine Top. This hand's okay. It needs some help for sure. Don't have any way to cast Voice of Plowshares. We're on the draw. I'm gonna keep it and hope for the best, I guess. So drawing a white source would be amazing. A fetch land for a plains would be great too. If I'm drawing a scrub land, swordsing their bird. Okay, Thoughtseize is pretty good. Wouldn't mind drawing Mox Diamond here. Be a good card to draw. Turn on Bitter Blossom, turn to Liliana of some sort. I love you too. Good luck in writing your article. Oh man. They took Bitter Blossom, yeah. Makes sense. Likely leads to the fact they either don't have Grisali Pride Mage in hand, or they don't have a way to tutor for it, or they don't want to spiral out of control. So that would be my guess why they would take Bitter Blossom over like one of the Planeswalkers or Swords. Not sure what else my opponent's doing, because my hand should be revealed. I shouldn't need to do any weird screenshots or anything. I wonder if my internet connection is slow. I don't know. Orborg's not a bad draw. I'll play Mistress Factory and pass. Or Crucible's not a bad draw, excuse me. Next turn drawing Mox Diamond would not be terrible. Thalia, that's a little annoying. That's fine. The white source that I could draw could be not that. Okay. We're going to Thoughtseize them. We'll take a little damage here. They have a Wasteland. That's not a good sign for us. The Sporeborg is definitely going to get eaten. Scavenging is what I'm going to take here, because Sword of War and Peace isn't coming down for a few turns. Especially if they Wasteland me. Thalia is going to be a problem, though. So, they Wasteland Orborg to keep us off black. Mistress Factory can actually block and pump to kill Thalia, which is relevant, because Mistress Factory will be a 3/3. The Wasteland the Mistress Factory, that gets a little more awkward for us. Okay. We'd have our black, but we didn't have a way to answer Thalia without spells. Drawing a white source would be great. Yeah, white source, did it. Never didn't have it. Do. So we saw Wasteland already. We're going to sort that, just get that out of here. Next time we're going to try and resolve this Crucible Worlds. And then their database at the moment is fairly greedy. We're probably going to start trying to Wastelock on them. If we just draw like an Orborg though, I'm probably playing Liliana and killing this knight. I think that's kind of what we just have to do. Look at that. Sometimes you ask and you receive. Look at that. Sometimes we lucky, fam. Bye. Bye, nigga. You silly English Kniggets. It's my Python reference. It wasn't delivered very well, though. So next time we can play Crucible, Wasteland them. Can even tick up and play Wasteland from our graveyard, so I don't have to discard something else. Alright, so my opponent has no cards in here we know about now, so go ahead and do this. No! That wasn't what I wanted to do. Shit. Stupid. Stupid, stupid Aaron. Bad. Alright, discarding Wasteland. Okay. What are you discarding? Birds. Okay, that's fine. So we should be able to answer most of the creatures they play out here. Sword War and Peace doesn't give them protection from anything relevant. Well, it gives them protection from Swords Plowshares, but not from our Lilianas at the moment. 3 mana, what do you got? Knight? Knight would be bad. Knight would be good. Green Sensing at X equals 2. Okay. It's likely going to be a Pride Mage if I had to guess. Could be a Teague, but it's probably a Pride Mage. I haven't seen much that's X equals with X spells from us, or like 4 greater non-creature spells. So I don't think Teague would be the card they would get ever. Here, though, we can Swords this. So I'm going to play Crucible. I'm not going to Swords them if I don't play a white source. I don't have a white source in my graveyard, though. That was stupid. Alright, I was going to do this. That's what happens when you don't plan things out proper. I'll play a Wasteland. We're going to try and keep them off some mana here. Let's get rid of this. Horizon Cavy's dealing them damage, which isn't really relevant, but we do want to keep them off, what's it called? Night of the Reliquary, stuff like that. Especially now that we don't have our Leyland. Hey, look at that. 2-2. We've got 0-2, 2-0, 0-2, 2-0. Okay. I'm playing mostly like garbage. That's actually not that bad. Yeah, look, you got a match. Join. Don't miss out. Alrighty. So this person played Grixis Control QB turtle. I've played against this person before. Yeah. They're 2-0, we're 2-2. Great. Pretty certain last time I played against this person, I probably lost. This is pretty good. Are we on the play or the draw? We're on the draw. We're going to keep this. This hand has a lot of potential to it. If I can draw a Ham to Turok, that would be amazing. It's not a Ham to Turok, but that's fine. I'm going to start with a Wasteland. I'm going to get rid of this. Mox Diamond, pitching Marsh Flats, methinks, and say go. They're randomly playing a deck with Death, not Death Ray, that card's banned as fuck. If they're randomly playing like a Delver deck or whatever, we can also Swords Plowshares them. We'll probably wait until we can play a land so we can hold up through days and stuff. I don't think Smallpox is what I want to do here. I am inclined to just resolve a Jit though, so we're going to do that. Playing Orboard there might have been a little awkward. It allows them to hold up Fluid Delta and still cast things like Thoughtseize. If they wanted to, if they needed more mana. Clearly they didn't. Likely we'll see a Baleful Strix here. Dang. Okay, no Baleful Strix. If that was a Baleful Strix, I would definitely be Wastelanding and Smallpoxing here. Lily Last Hope is not bad. Kind of worried about jamming her into a Spell Pierce is the only problem here. I'm going to try and jam. Hopefully they don't have Spell Pierce. Could also be Force. If Force, I'm more happy with that than I am with Spell Pierce. Yeah, Force, Pitch, Snapcaster Mage, I'm very happy with that. But Spell Pierce is something I'd be less happy, obviously. Brainstorm, cool. Kind of want to see it in my opponent's hand. See what they got going on over there. So one of the problems with going from mana denial against decks like this is because they have preordained brainstorm, stuff like that. So it gets a little tougher to keep them off mana when they can filter through their deck with their cantrips and stuff. So like if you're really going to be on the mana denial plan, you need cards like Chains of Mephistopheles in these matchups. End of Turok, you get your own. Cool. That sucks for me. Oh, I lost my Sword Splashers. No. Can we resolve Crucible? Resolve Crucible. Resolve Crucible. Come on, don't counter it. Just eat it. Die to Crucible. So we have Wasteland in our graveyard. We haven't played a land. Yes! Their opponent cannot beat a Crucible World, so that's sweet. So Grixis Control is going to be a matchup where Chains is definitely coming in. Leyline Helm combo is coming in. Sorin's getting the F out. Light and Tutor is a little more tempting. Source Plowshares I'm not huge on here. It's just really going to be hitting like Snapcast Mages, Baleful Strixes. I'll drop the Fatal Pushes as well. And then I think Fatal Blossoms I think are good enough. Mox Diamonds are a little awkward, but I don't think they can get cut. I think I try them. It's like Crucible's going to be great with Crucible Wastelock. I think I'm going to trim the Jits though, just because they're definitely a K-Command deck. So I'm going to go with this. They probably don't have any clean answers to Leyline, so if I start with Leyline, that immediately makes their Snapcasters and K-Commands that much less appealing, less impressive. Crucible, Wastelock, do. I'm assuming my opponent waited because they were checking our graveyard to see if we could just Wasteland them then and there. So if they had something like K-Command in hand, they could have answered the Crucible. I can't, yeah, this is fine. I would like another Black Source, but I have the ability to play a Bitter Blossom. If I do find another Black Source, I have the ability to play Smallpox, Liliana. If my Black Source happens to be Orborg, I can do Flagstones, Orborg with Smallpox. Preordain's a decent card. We're going to F6, we have nothing to do on their turn. So if their hand's a bunch of value creatures like Snapcaster Mage, value cards like K-Command, we're actually in pretty good shape starting with Leyline in play. So that's a Black Source, so we're definitely getting close. We're going to start with Swamp, and we're going to pass. Next turn, we'll hopefully be able to resolve a Bitter Blossom. If they play like Baleful Strix here, tapped out, we can resolve a Bitter Blossom. We can pretty much outvalue them over the game. We have like bolts and stuff, so that can be a little sketchy. Okay. This could be just straight up counterspell. We could see Spell Snare. We could see Spell Pierce. The fact they're fetching tells me it's probably a counterspell, or they need to cast a cantrip to find one. So it could be Brainstorm into something like that. It's probably just counterspell. Yeah. Okay, that's what I figured. So Liliana Veil's probably better against them anyway. Would not mind drawing a Light and Tutor, so I can hopefully like tutor up a Chains to shut down crap like this. So like Chains is obviously decent against all the cantrips, because it means they don't even replace the card. But much better against cards like Brainstorm, where you're drawing extra cards and then putting cards back. It's like Brainstorm, where you draw 3, you have to discard 3, and then you put 2 back. Like, that's obviously terrible. And Turok's very good. Didn't hit Liliana, which is great. We also still have our second Black Source, which is awesome. So we're going to just jam Liliana here. And we got a basic Swamp. I don't know if they run Wasteland. I don't really want to find out the hard way, so we'll do that. We'll get rid of this extra Flagstones. What are you discarding? So I do want to keep an eye on what's getting exiled, so I can know what they have. So 4th land, Jace. Come on, Vindicate. Vindicate would be great. They might tick up Jace, targeting me. Yeah, it's likely they just get card advantage here, though. With the Liliana ticking up, you probably go for card advantage. Makes sense. So I'm close to Leyline Helm. If I'm going to draw Helm here, I'll be happy. Okay, so Thoughtseize is not bad. We're going to Thoughtseize them, see what they got going on. K-Command, double Bloodstain, yeah, that doesn't matter. Play that. So next turn we can resolve a Helm if we draw one. And the turn after that we can activate it. If we draw another land, then the moment we draw a Helm we can do it all, so that'll be great. There's the other Bloodstain Mire we knew about. Okay, so we don't know the last card in their hand. They have not activated Jace yet this turn. Surprised they didn't Brainstorm then fetch. It's a little odd, but seems fine. Okay. What you got, buddy? We're both in top deck mode. I think taking up Jace here is correct. Just me, I guess. I don't know. Okay. So they're cycling through their deck. 2 cards in hand. Indicates pretty good. We're going to try and get away with this. I don't picture we do get away with this, but we're going to try. They either have Counterspell or Force Blue card. Shuts us down, obviously. We got away with that, so that's pretty awesome. What does he have in hand, buddy? Snapcaster Mage? A little Ambush Viper action? Yeah, it is. Figured. The last card was Island. Okay. Well, they can deal 3 Liliana a turn, so that's troublesome. So if I can find Liliana the Last Hope here, I did not board that card out, right? Yeah, good. Okay, I'm not that stupid. If I find Liliana the Last Hope here, I'm very happy. Because that just answers all their creatures, which is great. If I find Helm here, that's a basically 2-turn clock. Light Tutor. That's pretty good. I'll do that. So I think end of their turn, I want to cast Enlightened Tutor for probably Helm. Okay, yep. Ooh, casting it now is very tempting. I don't want them to really know it's coming. So they have no lands in hand. Okay. So we're in pretty good shape now. So we're definitely resolving Helm. Obviously I'm not drawing... So if they get like a lucky top deck K command, we don't just kill them next turn. But they need to top deck the K command. And they have no they have no like cantrips at the moment. They've used 1, 2, 3 Preordains and a Brainstorm. Okay, my opponent scooped. So we went 3-2 with Black White Pox. So that's cool. Guard takes back, got 1 chest. We're gonna go ahead and keep it at that. I'm gonna stream it for an hour and 12 minutes, so why don't we go with some tournament practice room. We'll play a couple more games. Try and figure this deck out a little bit closer. Oh, you know what? I do want to try something. Oh, I don't really have the cards. Never mind. So I want to test the number of Collective Brutalities and Lingering Souls instead of Bitter Blossoms and Fatal Pushes. Fatal Push answers most of the creatures right now that matter that Collective Brutality also answers. Collective Brutality also gives you like the Escalate, where you can escalate out some Lingering Souls and stuff to get the extra modes, get some life gain, stuff like that. So I want to try like 3 Collective Brutalities or 2. I think 3 and 3 for Collective Brutalities, Lingering Souls. Maybe 2 and 3. Maybe 2. I don't know. I've been thinking about this deck a lot. I haven't really played it in a long time, like I've been saying. So there's a lot to be set. There's a lot to be figured out. But hey, I'm glad I got some payback on QB Turtle. Or, yeah, QB Turtle. QB Turtle's a decent player from my experience against them. I believe I've lost most of the times I've played against that person. It's a game history. Let's see if I can find some QB Turtle matches. See how I did against them. I wish you could sort it by opponents. That'd be great. Played some Commander for a while and stopped that right quick. My match has started. Yay, we're not going to look anymore. Eric 7-7. I would love to play first. Okay. So this is keepable. Yeah, this is keepable. We're going to try this. I'm just going to play Marsh Flats, pass. They play a creature that I feel like I need the swords. I'll get a scrub land. Play my Orborg and hymn them. Fail. That was fun. Actually 2-0'd QB Turtle this time. It's pretty sweet. Birds of Paradise. Off of Yavimaya Coast. So this is like Bant Eldrazi and Legacy is what I'm gathering. Would be my guess. Because they're probably not a Wasteland deck. So this probably should be saved. Yavimaya Coast is very weird. If anyone has any insight, please, by all means, let me know. My guess would be this is Eldrazi. But we're going to hymn the fuck out of him, so I guess we'll find out shortly. Let's see what you said. Let's see what your graveyard looks like. Frost Titan and Spire of Industry. Huh. That's interesting. fuck is about to happen to me? Is what I want to know. Another Spire of Industry? Okay. What's about to happen to me? So how are you ramping up to Frost Titan? You have like Grim Monoliths and stuff? Oh, weird. It's like not even good. I don't know why you'd want to run that. Wouldn't Sun Titan in this deck just be better? You run like a Salvagers combo or some crap? I don't know. It's gotta be better than that. Eh. Don't want a third land, but another hymn is fine that we have in hand already, so we'll do that. Hopefully make our opponent very sad. Okay, my opponent's... So I'm assuming my opponent had something cool in hand that they didn't want us to see, hence why they scooped there. I'm not really sure what my opponent's doing. I saw Frost Titan. I don't like it. I'm assuming there's going to be some type of weird graveyard interaction. Could be some... Oh, they scooped. Okay. Well, that doesn't... That's just not fun. What a jerk. Yeah. So my opponent didn't want to have fun with me, apparently. I definitely played QB Turtles. I'm sorry, I just got to figure this out. When you play random crap that I play, you get a lot of this 1-0-0. Your opponent's just like, okay, after the first game, they're like, yeah, no, I'm not doing this with you. You can go to hell. Yeah, oh well, whatever. So let's go back to the tournament practice room. We're going to play one more, and then I'm probably going to call it a night on that. We'll host a new match since Eric obviously doesn't want to play with us. So let's view our previous deck here. So 3 flagstones pair with ore board because of Smallpox. Flagstone will let you search out a land when it goes to the graveyard. So it gives you the ability to not set yourself back lands. So that's great. Thoughtseize for the premier discard and choice in this deck. Hymn to Torok for some random discard. Lily on the Veil can help with discard and with creature removal. This hand is... If this was a hymn, I'd be a little more excited about this hand. I'm gonna keep this. I think it's good enough. Cavern of Souls. So chance is gonna be that stupid 5-color human deck. Human. This could still be Death and Taxes though. I'm not playing a card leads me to believe it's 5-color human. I'm gonna wasteland the crap out of that land. I will cast a Mox Diamond and remove this ore board. Marsh Flats will give us the ability to fetch like a swamp and have both colors mana, no problem. And that's kind of why I got rid of the ore board instead of the Marsh Flats, because I want to get basic land with this. In case they drew a wasteland, which they did. So we got Death and Taxes. Okay. So they don't have a follow-up land. Thalia causes us problems, so I think I have to get rid of the Thalia. Stoneforge is annoying, but yeah, I definitely am getting rid of Thalia here. Yeah, that's fine. Thalia is the most annoying card in their hand. We answer everything in their hand, but Thalia actually becomes like a problem for us, so we get rid of that. So you can see we're running 3-way Vindicates. It's a great just kind of answer all for Planeswalkers, lands if we are having a problem with our opponent stumbling a lot. And then we have Swords to Plowshares as our premium removal spell. So we can make sure we can answer things like Garmag Angler, which can be a problem. I'm going to take this up. I'm going to get rid of this Vindicate most likely. So I'm okay if they draw a land. So if they draw a land and play a 2-mana creature, I'm okay just smallpoxing it away, plus land and whatnot. If they somehow were to play 2 things, I could Vindicate. No, I'm getting rid of Vindicate, right? Yeah, I'm getting rid of Vindicate. Okay, Swords to Fire Knights. So Flickerwisp, Swords Plowshare, Stoneforge, Mystic, Crew of the Guard, Unknown. So the one thing I was a little skeptical on about discarding Vindicate is they draw like Vile or something. That becomes a problem. But Fortwork's not bad for starters. I'm going to go ahead and take Liliana up again. We're going to get rid of the Swords Plowshares. I'm going to go ahead and fire up this Mishra's Factory. They don't have white mana at the moment. If they really want to wasteland my Mishra's Factory, I'm okay with that. Like they're never playing a spell basically at this rate if they do that. So we did not know about Mother of Runes, so we now have 4 out of 5 when we should have had. We could have potentially had 3 out of 5 cards known. So they don't have white swords, so we're not worried about swords. I'm kind of tempted to Smallpox just to kind of like get rid of this land, but okay. Gem of Stoneforge, do it. Do it. Yes, you did. Yes, you did. I would assume that they will sacrifice their wasteland. So if we draw a wasteland, we actually wasteland their wasteland, Smallpox, get rid of Stoneforge and Plains, and make them discard, which means we get really far ahead of them. And we can still fire up Mishra's Factory. Okay, Flagstones isn't really exciting, but what can you do? Oh, hello, look at that. So this is what we're running Flagstones for, right there. What the? Oh, okay. This is resolving. I always think, I look at my opponent's lifetime, I'm like, what are you discarding? And then like, oh, you lost a life. How are you casting a Forcible on this deck? But no, it's not a Forcible. We're good. They're figuring out what to discard. We don't need to because we don't have any cards to discard. Discard legit. Sacrifice the Stoneforge. We're going to sacrifice the Flagstone. I'm assuming they sacrifice Wasteland. Yeah, that makes sense. So they have 4 cards in hand. We know about 3 of them. Okay. So they want us to have all the information in the world. Because they're not discarding cards we knew about for the most part. I guess it's only been 2 times. Some other runes we didn't know about. They discarded Flicker Wisp. So they discarded a card we knew about that time. Mishra's Factory is going to come in for 2 here. Okay. Punch. So, problem with Pox and the reason why mana destruction denial can't always be your game plan, as you can see, this is going to take a long time for me to close out this game in Mishra's Factory unless my opponent just scoops. Engineered Plagues come in for sure. Healing Needle comes in for vials. Enlightened Tutor comes in to find those things. Ooh, Chainsmith Stealthies comes in to shut down. Which I'm just kidding. That does you don't bring that in to shut down Sword of Fire. That's not good. So Bird Blossoms here are actually still really okay. The Mox Diamonds are very awkward because of Flicker Wisp. Liliana Veil can be pretty bad because she doesn't really target their creatures, and Liliana Lasso can just ping things away. We have Swords for Mirror Crusaders, so we're not too worried about that. So we're going to go ahead with this. Crucible can be great. I could board out Crucible, but Crucible is really good for making sure, like, if they're on a lot of non-basics, we can still produce a Waste Lock. If they're drawing a lot of Wastelands, it allows us to actually put our mana back in order. So we're going to keep the Crucible Worlds in play. And we have stuff like Vindicate to answer Vials. We now have Enlightened Tutor for Pithing Needle for Vials. We also can use Pithing Needle to shut down their equipment and whatnot. So that's where we're at. Stands fine. Has a turn 1 answer to Vial. Has a turn 1 answer to Creature. Or turn 2 if it's like a Thalia or something. And Berry Blossom is just a slow clock, so that can work out pretty well. And there's the Vial that we were expecting. I was expecting at least. So we're going to start with just Swamp, Needle, and Vial. I'm sure my opponent's not happy about this. Okay. Alright. So if they don't jam a Thalia here, next turn we're going to jam a Bitter Blossom. If they jam a Stoneforge, I'm probably just going to Swords it. I mean, if they don't, yeah, if they jam a Stoneforge, I'm definitely going to Swords it. Thalia, okay, that's fine. I'll probably just jam Bear Blossom here. Assuming our opponent will likely name Liliana of some sort. Yeah, Liliana Veil, which we actually sideboarded out, so that's kind of cute. We're definitely going to jam Bear Blossom here, though. Ooh, Swords that Thoughtseize you is very tempting, but I am going to jam this Bear Blossom. I really want this card in play. So, thing to note, Vial can still tick up and get to a proper place, so if you can actually answer the Needle, you can then activate Vial and whatnot. So your Vial, as a Death and Taxes player, ever gets needled, always make sure the triggered ability, you still add counters to it and whatnot, because you can still make sure it's all set. So if you draw the Council's Judgment for the Needle or Flicker Wisp to even get rid of it for a turn, you are still able to use Vial to put in any creature you want pretty much. Okay. We're going to start with a Thoughtseize. We're going to see what my opponent has going on in hand. Hoping not another Wasteland, because I would like the Scrubland to stay in play. Not another Wasteland, but 2 more vials. That's cool. Get rid of that Palace Jailer. So my opponent has 2 more vials. That sucks to be them. And a Crocus. Another Crocus. So they have Croc Pedal, or whatever you call a Crocus, when you have to put it in play and keep one to sacrifice the other. Alright. They did not float mana. Not sure what that's about. And they skipped because of that, probably. Okay. So that's it. That's the deck. So overall, we were 5-2. Not bad. Not bad. We had a couple of non-games. Death and Taxes was very tight on lands. We were able to get them with a couple Wastelands and a Smallpox or something like that. And then they just didn't really draw out of it. Game 2, they had 3 Aether Vials, and we had the 1 Pithing Needle to stop that. So that was kind of fun for us. Eric77, I don't know what that person was doing. When I hymned them, they had Frost Titan Spire Industry, and then I went to hymn them again, and they scooped the whole match. So no idea what was going on there. Let's see if we can actually, before we sign off, if I can watch a game. I'm kind of curious to watch this. Let's see what Eric77 is doing. So Eric77 is Auramancer, Moss Diamond, Hannah, Ship's Navigator. What the fuck does that card do? Turn target artifact or enchantment from your graveyard to your hand. Okay, sure. This person's also running Boomerang. They're against Death Shadow right now? Yeah. So this is just a random crap deck that this person threw together, I think. But it looks like it could be interesting, so all power to him, and all best luck to him. So yeah, we're going to sign off there. Pull the deck list up real quick again so everyone can get a peek at it. If you want to check out the deck list, just ask me for it, and I can hopefully post it for you. If you are in chat and you have not checked out the deck yet, just exchange point deck. There's the link for you. I want to say thank you to Card Hoarder and Hipsters of the Coast for supporting the stream and making this possible. I couldn't play all these brews and all these weird decks by just buying the cards. It would cost way too much. But with this partnership, it allows me to, and the sponsorship, it allows me to build all these random decks. So I played like Legacy Triskaidekaphobia, which I 4-1'd with once. So that was kind of cool. I played all these weird Astral Slide versions. I played like Grixis Landstill, Stifle Knot. What other decks am I in? Let's exit out of this because we're done with that league. Let's go to my collection. See what I've been running. Oh, I guess it's all right here. I had to run a Lauren recently. I got to run what else? Goblin Bombardment. I got to do a build your own Tyrant Academy deck, which was really bad. It was Grixis with Storm the Vaults. It's probably the worst brew I think I've done except for Seance. I got to play Cheerios once. I got to play Coil Stacks, which is the Micro Coil Stacks variant. That's like a true mud stacks. I get to build all these different versions of Death and Taxes. An Esper Land Destruction deck someone suggested to me to play and actually worked out okay. Hive Mind I have not played yet. I don't know if I will. Jace Stompy and Jace Stompy with Teferi as well. Those would not be possible without Card Hoarder for sure. Moon Stompy actually needs more than just Card Hoarder. I actually need to borrow cards from people, but they make that possible as well. More Cowbell is False Cure, so that's a pretty fun deck. Nyx Fit played once. It's just the Academy Rector version of Nyx Fit. We run stuff like Overwhelming Splendor, and I guess this version doesn't have it, but you have Academy Rector, you go get like Humilities, Chokes if it's the right matchup. Overwhelming Splendor I think was before I actually put this deck together, or came after that. But yeah, I get to play all these weird decks and it's kind of fun. Yeah, I got the 3-2. Yeah, I have a chest right here. Yay! I'm not opening it though. I'm not open chest. So before anyone asks that, don't ask that. But yeah, I got the 3-2. I actually 2-0'd Grixis Control, which is someone who like they were 2-0 when they played against when we got paired. I 2-0'd them, so that was kind of cool. But yeah, you get to play all these weird decks thanks to Card Hoarder and Hipsters. I'm not going to talk too much more about this. You get the idea. Thank you very much for tuning in to the stream. If you liked what you watched or you missed it, the video will be uploaded to YouTube. My YouTube channel is just my first name and last name, which is right there at the bottom of the screen. The VOD will be available here on Twitch for a while, so be sure to check that out. Thanks a lot for coming by, and see you all later. Have a good night.